Hello everyone, welcome to another Thursday morning crafting session. My name is Alisa Tilsner. I am a Stampin' Up demonstrator in Australia and I am here to help you along with your crafting journey, improve your card making and just make the card making process really enjoyable and relaxing. So welcome if you are coming in. I go live on both Facebook and YouTube at the same time, so jump in, say hello in the comments. And we are going to be casing a card today. So I am in a group. I'm just going to bring up the little graphic that I have here. I am in a group and I must admit I don't participate in it very often, but I was scrolling through my socials and this one popped up and it's Casing Tuesday Sketches. I think that may be the name of the group as well, but once a week they put up a card sketch which is based on one of the cards out of the catalogue. So I was scrolling away and I thought, oh, I really like that layout, so why don't we play with that today? So if you're struggling with your whoops, hang on, I'm pressing buttons that I shouldn't be pressing. If you're struggling with your mojo or you're just not sure where to begin, sketches are a really good place to begin. So welcome, jump in, say hello. Okay, so let's get the, actually I'm going to bring that back because it had a page number on it, and let's go and have a look at the actual, you know what, actually no, I'm going to do that after. Somebody remind me afterwards. We'll come back and have a look at the catalogue afterwards. I don't sort of want to be, I find that if I look at that, I'll want to case it completely, but I just want to go via the sketch that they had put on. Good morning, Margaret from Kirrawee in Sydney. Welcome. Okay, so I have prepped a little bit. So we're going to be playing with the Flight Airy paper again because it's just so pretty and it is free with celebration time. And then I thought, well, because I've prepped a fair bit of it already, it's going to be a really quick card. So why don't we make two cards using the same layout, same type of technique, just different papers, and see what sort of look we can get. So let me switch cameras. There we go. Our beautiful glass mat. I've still got my covers in the corners. I should really take them off because I tend to bump them off and they fall on the ground. So anyway, so we are going to use the Flight Airy paper, which you've seen if you watch my last live. This is the card that we made last Thursday morning, so you can go and check that out. But I also want to bring in some other paper to make my second card, and that is the kitty one. It's called Just Kiddin. So I have got oodles of scraps of this left over, so let's do a quick look. So this has just been, because just this morning we got notified that there are more celebration items to choose from. They are catalogue items and this one is on the list. So I thought this is just a smaller size, but one side of all of these papers has all these cute little kitty images on it. So, I mean, you can cut things out, cut the kitties out and have them laying on the mat if you wanted to. But they've got all these different ideas and themes. And I thought, how cool. I don't have children in this age group. I don't have friends who have children in this age group, but you guys might. And so I thought, even if you just had a stash of paper, they're so cute. Even if you just had it like a little stash of paper, I think I've done them all now. But they've got, you know, there's a little one in a wheelchair. He's still having fun and cooking. And so I thought if you had a little stash of paper like this, you could make cards without having to have too many kitty stamp sets. Like I don't have any kids stamp sets, but I would probably keep this paper because if the need arised and I needed a kitty card, then I could just use the paper. So that's what we're going to do today. Okay, good morning, Holly, Lynn, Deb, Jill. Welcome. So it's a square card today. Oh, I just want to say too, because I always forget, with the release of new product in the celebration, this is my pick. It is a level 2, so it is $180 spend on this one. But this would be my pick because I don't have these. and I'm thinking I might have to get them for free. So that's my pick out of the celebration round 2. So just saying, but go and check it out because there's heaps more available. Okay, I feel like I'm talking a lot this morning. Right, square card. I think I'll make them side by side. So let me grab these guys. I've already picked out all my papers. I've already cut everything to size. If you do want the tutorials for both of these cards, make sure you're on my newsletter list, which you can be found at alisatilsner.com, and these will be going out. Now, I am going to be changing my email schedule. Instead of going out on Fridays, they're going to go out next week now, so that gives you more time to actually sign up for the tutorials. Margaret says she's so pleased that I'm using the kidding around. Oh, she's got 3 cards she needs to make. Perfect. And good morning, Deborah. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, so we're going to make this side by side. So I've got my first layer of designer series paper. So I've taken that from the Flight Airy. Isn't that just pretty? So pretty. It's hard to cut into that paper, but we have to do it. We have to cut into that paper, right? And then I'm going to use, I've chosen the green and yellow, which is crushed curry and old olive. Hello, Leslie. Hello. Okay, have I got enough? Ooh, I'm running low. Okay, running low. So these are probably going to be really quick cards today, which is fine. These are the type of ones that you can mass produce too, I think, because there's a decent amount of layering, but they're not difficult layerings. So if you needed to make a bunch of these cards, this would be the perfect little layout for them. So I've got that, and then the next is a layer of vellum, and of course we know that our adhesive can show through with the vellum, so I know that I'm going to have another layer on top. So I'm just going to pop my adhesive right in the center of that because I know that that's going to get covered. And this is one of those instances where you could use a busier paper, designer series paper, if you wanted to. Oh my goodness, you guys, this is going to be a super, super quick video this morning. Super quick. Because I'm just using paper. I'm not doing any stamping. I'm not doing, I must admit, I did fussy cut off camera because I knew that that would take a little bit of time. Now, much to my delight, I had a circle in my stash already. Yay! So, but this one, I don't know whether to put old olive on top or whether to put the azure afternoon. So let me know what you think. I'm actually going to do a little bit of ink sponging around the edges on this one. So let me know. Here's my image. I've got blue and I've got green in it. So what do I pick? Blue or green circle? I need to cut one out, but I'll let you guys decide whether I should do blue or green for that one. Oh, I've got my damp sponge there. I better shift that out the way. So let me know blue or green circle for that one, and I'm going to apply some Misty Moonlight ink blending around this circle here. So, and I love this. I love the mat for this. Okay, so I can tap off my ink on my mat, and then I am using the right one, aren't I? Just felt like, oh yeah, just felt like a really blue. So I can just tap off, and then I can come back and pick that ink up and keep using it. And it's like, yes, no wastage. It's not going on to, scrap card. I can actually use that. Okay, so Leslie says she likes the old olive. Old olive on top. Whoops, and I'm wobbling my desk madly here, so hopefully the camera isn't wobbling as well. I hope everything's wobbling and it doesn't look like it's wobbling for you guys. Okay. Just do a little bit more. I'm probably gone around, but it always pays to start off lightly and build up as you go. So There we go. Look at that. I can get all of that up. I'm not going to, I think for the kitty card, I'm not going to worry about doing any ink sponging. So Old Olive is the only one at the moment from Leslie. Anyone else got any ideas? There we go, that. So the glass mat, if you're wondering, is a free gift when you sign up to be in part of the Stampin' Up family this month only. Can you believe it? So we have gone, oh, do I want to? I might mount that. I'm just having thoughts in my head. I might, and I'm running out of mounts, running out of dimensionals. Old Olive from Holly as well. Deb says Azure. Oh, you know what? It always throws me when someone comes in with another suggestion, because then I'm like, oh, I don't really know which one to do. All right. I'll wait for a few more comments. Oops. All right, pop you on. 2 for Old Olive, 1 for Azure. Deborah's saying hello to everyone. Okay, so we'll pop that in, and that's going to cover the adhesive so that you can still see through. Okay, so 2 for, oh, now, so, okay, we need someone for a deciding, because we've got 2 for 2. Let me bring the colours in again. Okay, so we've got that. Here's the Azure. Okay, and here is the Old Olive. So maybe that might be a little bit too green. So another one for Azure. Okay, we'll go for that one. That was the card that I pulled out first. So sometimes, was it the card I pulled out first? Yes, I think it was. Because I was thinking maybe a red, but the pattern paper in the background, I couldn't find one that had red in it. They're all sort of like pinky tones. So that's why I went with the green. Okay, where am I going? Over here. Azure. Okay, these are all over the place. And I think I want, is that the size? Yep, that's the size I want. I'll just trim this down. Trim. Oh, on the floor. All right. Oh, you know what? Maybe I will. You know what? I think I'll ink blend around this one too. Why not? I've got a blending brush that's got this color on it. So Puerto Rico. Ooh, nice. Okay. All right. I'm gonna put this stuff away. I feel like I've been talking. Now I feel like I'm not talking. All right. Guess we get busy cleaning up stuff. Should I may ink blend because we've got a lot of open space with this one. So I think I will definitely ink blend. I wanted to ink blend the dark blue because it has that feel to it, like, you know, just that moody feel that you want with it. Okay, Azure Afternoon. And this one's got a lot of space. So a good way to sort of close out that space if you want, or bring the space in, is to actually, oh, shoot. Oh, goodness me. Holy cow. I hope it dries lighter. But wowzers. I did not mean for that. That is pretty impressive. But I've just had a little thought. Because it's so bold, I've just had a wee little thought. Hello, Mimi. All right, that's pretty intense. But you see how it sort of closed the space Like it doesn't feel like it's got so much space now, but I quite like it. I actually don't mind it. It's not what I intended, but I don't mind it, to tell you the truth. Okay, as long as it's even, it's okay, I think. Okay, and just wipe that up. Now, if you want to go a little bit more, have I got the supplies that I need for it, though, is the question. Let me shift all of this stuff out of the way. Make sure your fingers are clean, working with white cardstock. Do I want to do it? Do I want to do it? I'm thinking about putting some splatters on there, but I'm just wondering whether I want to do it or not. Good question. Good question. Okay. So I would need, and I think I've probably used this one before because the amount of white that is up in here in the barrel, I'm assuming that I have actually done this before with this particular one. Okay, so where's my ink pad? Right. I'm going to put some white splatters on this. Say hello, Roberta. All right, and I can definitely tell I've done this before because I still have white ink pad, white ink in the lid. So if you don't have any white in your, because you're better than me and you clean up your messes, just squeeze a drop of re-inker into your lid here, and we don't want it too runny, but we need it runny enough to flick. The reason why we don't want it too runny is because it'll disappear and you won't be able to see it anymore. Okay, so we're just going to hold, and I like to, you can either tap it on your finger or you can, that's my preferred one, to do it like this. You do need to be pretty forceful, and then you get those white splatters. I'll hold it up to the screen in a second. But you do need to be pretty forceful with your tapping. And you can see I'm not holding it directly over my card. I'm on the edge where it is. You can't see probably because of the camera, but where I am is down back here, because when you tap, it sort of flings forward because I've got white splatters even up here. So so just be mindful. If you have it too far over here, you're just going to spread splatter way over in areas that you don't want to splatter. So I'll just give that a clean off. And just to clean it, we just squeeze it so there is water running through. Here we go. Drip. There we go. And then you can give that a clean. This one I have reserved especially for white because the ink tends to go up into the barrel there, and you know, I'm lazy. I'm a messy crafter. I don't clean my stuff very often. I do sometimes, but anyway, I'll bring that up. So now we've got some little white splatters behind, and that'll help close in that space as well, because we do have a fair bit of open space there. I just have to clean my stand as well because I got white drips all over my stand, but at least the white drips are fairly well contained to this mat now and not all over my vinyl. Huh. Good clean off. While you're at it, give it a little bit of a rub because I can see that I've got adhesive stuck on there as well. Easy, easy clean. Okay, so let's get back. I'm going to set that aside, that one to dry. So I will work on my wait for my glass to dry. I think it's almost dry. I can just see a little bit of smears. All right, so I have fussy cut one of the big flower and bird. I did the other one facing the other way last week. This one I'm going to face this way. So I will poke dimensionals on the back and making sure that they're actually going to be on, because I've got a fair bit of overhang. So make sure that they go in the areas that are going to count. I may have to get, whoops, I'm bending, may have to get some minis happening. All right. So this one should be pretty. Good morning, Nicole and Becky. Hello. Deborah is my welcoming committee. Thank you for that. All right, so let's pop that on. See, so that one really fills up the space and we don't have a whole lot of left. So this one is a really great full card, little card. Thank you, Becky, though. I really appreciate that. Oh, and you're a first-time watcher. Welcome, welcome. And thank you so much for sharing then. Okay, so our second card, we're going to do the same with this one. So now that hopefully my white flecks have dried, be careful if you go to rub it because you don't want to smudge. But, oops, did I smudge? I think I'm dry. I think I'm dry. If you're in doubt, just get a clean, you know, paper toweling or tissue or something and just press. Don't, you know, rub or anything like that. Just press down and it'll help lift off anything that hasn't dried. Okay, so we'll pop this down. And you know what? If you do get a smudge and it happens to be on the edge, try on the edge because you can always cover it up. Okay, and then we're going to pop these guys on. So I should have been a little bit more mindful because they're right on the edge of that. They're right on the edge of that circle. So bring them in pretty close. And then we just need our sentiment, and it's perfect because I can use the same sentiment, which is just going to be a happy birthday one. I can use that same sentiment on both of these cards. So I'm just going to pop this one a little bit more towards the top because I'm thinking that the sentiment will come underneath just because of the way that this particular image is laying out. So, I mean, you can choose all different, there's so many different images to choose from on this one. I just thought this one was really cute. Okay, next, happy birthday. My go-to, you guys know that this is my go-to. It's one of my favorites. So happy birthday. It is that used. It's run out of cling. It doesn't want to cling anymore. I've had to I think I put seal on the back, or it might have been double sticky paper tape or something. Anyway, so now it sticks to my block again. But good morning, Marilyn. First time watching as well. Welcome, welcome. I love this. So, okay, I need some, now, I keep all my stuff on the floor. Okay. And we keep scraps. Okay, so I think I'm going to do a green, an old olive on this one, and I think I'm going to do the Misty Moonlight, which I already have, so I can do that one now. But I'm thinking just to pull back into the green because I've got green behind and I've got green on her. I've pulled the blue in from the blue on his shorts, but I think I will pull in the green because it's on the base. And with this one, the reason why I'm using the blue is because I already have a fair bit of pinks and purples going on, and there's only a little bit of blue, and really there's only a little bit of blue showing in the background. So that's how I sort of choose my sentiment colors as well. And I'm not going to white emboss. I do a lot of white embossing. No, Marilyn, that's okay. I do a lot of white embossing, but because I've gone for a white base, which I seem to be enjoying lately. Do you go through stages like that as well? Like at the moment, I seem to be using a lot of white bases. And I actually want to do a cost comparison and see whether it's cheaper to do a white, but I know, and this is probably only a couple of cents, but I get a little bit finicky sometimes. I want to see whether it's cheaper to use a white base, because then you don't need an insert, or whether it's cheaper to use a coloured base and then put a quarter of, like, you know, your quarter sheet of white into it. I want to do the costing. It's probably very, very minor, but, you know, I'm a little bit funny like that. Okay, second happy birthday. And this font just goes with everything. And it's just the perfect size as well. Okay, give that a clean again. Yes, Ingrid, I still have my corners on. I think it is packing. I've had a couple of people tell me it's packing, but I don't know why. But if you do, I mean, they just come off. And I keep knocking this one off down here. I keep knocking that one off as well. My arm pushes it and I knock it off. I should take it off. I know. But keep them, okay? I've had people tell me, don't throw the corners away. Keep them, because if if you're traveling with your mat or anything like that, I mean, I didn't keep the box. Sometimes we keep the box, but definitely I've been told to keep corners, don't throw them away. Okay, we are getting there. Oh, I have to think about some bling as well. Have to start thinking about what bling we're going to put on this. So, and where will I put the bling? Does it need bling? Not every card needs to have embellishments, right? Oh, Fiona glued hers in place. Ah, clever. Yeah, because I don't. Oh, it's only on the corners down. Oh, you can't see it on screen, but down in the one of the corners, it covers up some of the. Oh my God! It covers up some of the. What do you call it? The measurements. So that's the only thing. Oh man, I seriously need to go and get my eyes retested. I am blurry even with my glasses on, trying to focus on this. All right, so happy birthday, and I think I'll pop that right down the bottom, just underneath them. Sort of gives them a little bit of a base as well. I did cut off, they had like confetti underneath their feet, but I cut that off. So that placing the sentiment underneath there sort of helps ground, put them back on the ground. Otherwise, they look like they're floating out in space with all those white speckles. Actually, that'd be a really cute one. I'm pretty sure that there are some images in there which are little astronauty type images. That would be pretty cool with your white speckles in the background. To have them, you know what, they probably would even team up with that paper that's in the annual catalogue that has got all the space background stuff, the nebula looking stuff. That'd probably be pretty cool as well. I know I can't get rid of that guillotine. This is my second one, and my first one, the handle broke off. I think it was because I constantly picked it up by the handle, which is really bad, and that's my own fault. And then, of course, you couldn't get them anymore. And then somebody told me that somebody was selling them or something. Like, this is when Creative Memories had closed down and all that sort of stuff, and you couldn't get these anymore. And I don't think that they're the same anymore either. But anyway, she managed to pick it up for me for $10. And I was like, yep, no question about it. I will have it. So it was definitely my go-to. Well, I think I need some more. Well, I'll use the edges. I was going to say, I think I need to get some more minis as well. I've got the Stampin' Up mini one too, but this one seems to be a little bit more solid than that one. I couldn't, I've still got it. It's in my drawer, but I just couldn't get the feel of working with it. I guess it's just familiarity, isn't it? You sort of, oops, I should check that, because here I am just going willy-nilly and I'm not even checking. You know what, I think I'll just put the whole thing up. There's so many pieces. You can leave this flat. I'm going to put it up. There's a fair bit of, actually, there's going to be a lot of height in this card. Oops. Never mind. Oopsie, because I forgot. I've mounted the circle, I've mounted the bird, and now I'm mounting the sentiment. Ugh. That's a lot of height going in there. But, you know, that's okay. That doesn't matter. Okay, and now this one, do I want to? Yes, I think I will. So for this one, you just need to put your dimensionals right in the middle, because we've got overhang. Unless you want to double mount, you could do that. I've got a pile of scraps alongside me. I need to clean up. I don't often like double mounting. I would rather just let it hang off. So let's pop that under there, try and get it even and straight. So There are our two bases now. Bling. Do I need any bling? Do you think there's enough going on there, or should I put some bling? I think I've still got. Where is mine? I keep them all. Here it is. Here's my little one. I think this one was a joining offer at one stage too, wasn't it? So you've got a little collection. If you've got your glass mat, your little trimmer. Okay. Bling, bling, bling. I think something subtle. And do I have anything in Old Olive? I'm not sure that I do. And I'm not sure where I would put them either, because it's sort of, these guys sort of seem to be taking up a fair bit of the room. So I'm not sure that, and this one would be a little bit tricky as well. You know what? I think I'm gonna leave it. Maybe I can put some. Don't worry about me. This is what happens. I think things in my head. Sometimes I say them out loud. I'm moving around in my craft room. You can't see me. I'm going to put a little bow on this one. And I'm not sure about that one just yet. I think I might leave that one. But I think I will do a wee little bow just to stick down here. All right. So I am going to just do like the little rabbity ear things and push the loop through the loop and pull. So I have to concentrate. Can't talk and tie bows at the same time. All right. Righty. Just a simple little bow. Look at that. I'm running out of white again. And the problem is that I've got oodles of these colours. White. We just want white. Wink of Stella on the flowers. Yes. I think I did that last week too, didn't I? You know what? I think that's probably, although I ended up doing Wink of Stella over everything because I stuffed up. I only wanted to put it on the flowers, but I got it on the leaf, and then I was like, oh, I'll just do it on everything. So just on the flowers. I might have to go back and do a double because it isn't showing up the best. And I like putting it on after because then I'm not putting, you know, Wink of Stella on bits that don't get seen anyway. So there we go. I don't know whether that'll pick it up on the camera. Probably not. Oh, there's a little bit of sparkle down the bottom here. You can see it. Okay, and then we just grab a glue dot, which are on this side. Oh, wrong scissors. Don't use the cutting scissors for sticky things. Use the other scissors. Use the take a pick tool, which I always forget to use. So I'm just going to pop that down under the corner there. Oh, she's sticky. Stick that to it. And there we go. So that one's done. And I think I'm going to leave my little kitty card. Morning Dew. That goes on everything. Oh, yes. Morning Dew. Very nice. Okay, so I think I am done. Oops. Yeah. Trying to get my lid back on. There we go. So card number 1. Ta-da! I really like that. I just look, they look so pretty, don't they? Aren't they? Isn't that just the most gorgeous, you know, and easy because there's not a lot of stamping involved. And then our second one, same layout, just using different paper, very minimal stamping for both of them. So pretty quick. If you don't want to put any of the, you know, the ink blending and splatters and everything like that, then they make for a very, very quick card. Just cut all your, cut everything that you need, all your layers, and bang, 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 bang. Easy. spend the night cutting out, fussy cutting in front of the TV, and you'll have them all to go. Now, with these ones here, there is actually a stamp set and bundle. Oh, that's what we were going to do. We were going to come back to the actual let me go through where I need to go. So the card to case was actually on page 14. So let's have a look, because I didn't actually come and have a look at the original card, which is probably very different to what I have created. Okay, so also while I'm here, I also want to say we've got 2 brand new kits this morning. The first one is a home decor one. So if you are not a green thumb and you kill plants like I do, I have one plant that has been struggling for a long time. I'm trying. It's finally got some new leaves on it, so I'm hoping it'll pick up. But if you are not a green thumb, and you love plants but you can't keep them alive, or you are really good at keeping them alive and your house is just overflowing with gorgeous plants, you could pop these on the wall in your plant room, in your sunroom, and they would be quite cool. So you get the four frames in there. You can decorate your wall with them. So they've got a hanging tab and as well as a standing tab, standing easel type thing. And then the second kit that we have is a birthday one, which is really cool. I think I might get this one. So there's tags and also birthday cards in there, and they are really cool. So they are brand new, but let me come back to here. Okay, so this is the original card there. So quite different to what I have come up with. And I can't remember what I was going to say originally, but whatever. Oh, that's right. I was going to say that there is a stamp bundle to go with that, and I dare say that there are probably dies in that bundle. There's the bundle. There are probably dies in there that would match some of the paper. So if not, spend the evening fussy cutting. Okay, that's it. That is it from me. We are completely done. So thank you very, very much for watching me, and we will see you again next Thursday. Don't forget, my email won't be going out on Friday. It's going to be changing to a Tuesday, which will allow everyone to get on my newsletter list if you are not. Measurements and instructions and supplies and everything will be going out for these 2 cards next week. So take care, everyone. Have a great weekend, and we will see you again this time next week. Okay, bye-bye.